Hi, my name is David Rainier. I work for Cycle Devinci. We're here at Interbike 2010 presenting our new Wilson and all of our new dual suspension platform. We've been working with Dave Weagle to develop those new bikes, and you can clearly see here that we have the patent split pivot on our dual suspension bikes. So here I have the Wilson, a downhill race machine. One cool key feature about the bike is the adjustable geometry. So here on the rear axle, you just flip a little part and you have access to two different geometries. So two different bottom bracket height and two different head angle. The company is based out of Quebec, and we produce all of our bikes handmade in the factory. So we develop those the tube sets, and we receive them. We do we machine them so they fit perfectly together. Then we do the welding, the heat treatment. The paint job is done also at the factory. So everything on this bike is done at the factory, and that help us do some really impressive bikes. And for that reason, they're a lifetime warranty. Okay, so we've did a lot of work on the new downhill bike to increase lateral stiffness compared to the old Wilson that we have. So it's the stiffest downhill bike that Devinci ever produced. It's even lighter than the old Wilson that we have. That was still pretty light. So we worked with the industrial designer to give a really unique look to the new downhill bike. It wasn't only for look, but all those forms to the tubings and all the shape of the bike is really to improve the stiffness of the bike and to make it more durable. So that's why we always have the lifetime warranty on our frame. The new Wilson to the US market is going to be available at spring 2011.
How you doing, Sick Lines guys? I'm Dave Weagle, here to tell you a little bit more about the 2011 Devinci Wilson that my good friend David Rainier just filled you in on. A couple of the cool things that are going on here. I mean, David hit on the geometry adjust, which is a really useful feature. Gives you a really racy geometry set, but also one that you can ride a little bit more relaxed in the woods. The bike uses a pretty long 3.5-inch stroke shock, and it's an 8.5-inch rear travel, so ends up with a pretty low leverage ratio, and that was something that was really important to the guys at Devinci and something they wanted to explore with this new bike. And we've gotten a lot of questions about why do we go with the concentric pivot on the bottom bracket, and the reality is it's just because we thought it would be a cool exercise to try, and it let us get the shock really low in the bike, and it was something new and different that we hadn't played with before. Because it's a downhill bike, you know, it's kind of a different version of the split pivot design than the cross-country and trail bikes. It's a lot more progressive in the end of the travel as far as leverage ratio goes. And really that just lets the bike use more of its travel in the middle and then soak up the big hits at the end of the travel. So, you know, I've spent a lot of time now riding this bike over the summer and doing a lot of shock tuning, and we've got this thing pretty dialed in, and I feel like it's a pretty awesome weapon for, you know, even from a World Cup level athlete to a privateer. It's a heck of a bike, and I think it's going to help really put Devinci on the map. So, amen.